Hi guys, it's March 5th, 2022. This phone right here, it's the government phone. They made this not work. And then now I got this tablet that they gave me, and this thing's having a problem too. I'm looking into buying an iPhone or at least some kind of phone. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, the point of this video. So what happens when they make something not work? What they're doing is the Catholics are all mic'd up, and not just here, everywhere, all mic'd up, flying a computer, and they all have hidden cameras on them. And what they're doing is they're staging the story around the people they're killing. So what happens is there's a gazillion cameras around me right now, and when I have no phone, which I can't record the whole thing anyway because I got a little phone. What you do is you turn your phone around and get the reflection, and then you could film the stuff they're filming with, and it gives it away. This is all I have to say for free people. Catholics are killing you off. So the way to counter is you have to have some kind of mirror and walk around, and anything that records you, it shows back. I know this sounds funny, but when I do, they were going nuts when I first figured out. I'm like, wait a second, let me turn it around, and then I could show what the cameras are, because they got a camera, like, I'll show you, like, see the vehicles? The vehicle right there is filming me, 100%, so is that one. Over here, back here, the tent. And this is not new, this has been going on for years. What the fuck, did it stop? Alright, thought it turned off, don't swear. So what I do is, like I said, now I just turn this phone around, because it's not working for me. Right after I made the video, I made that video saying, oh, the phone, they've been kind of leaving this phone alone. They shut it off that night, it didn't work. And not only that, I won 600 mil on PokerStars, 3 buy-ins. Very quickly, it was like, I don't know, it was an hour and a half, maybe, 3 buy-ins at one of the highest levels. And then this thing they have where I can't get on. I got on, set everything up, and then I went to go back on, didn't go on, and so forth. And there's always a cover. They always have a cover. It's like the troubleshooting guide. As long as there's a cover, they'll block something, and then they'll just say, oh, it was an obvious problem he had, and he didn't find. Trust me, I troubleshoot all the obviously, I don't troubleshoot every freaking thing on the troubleshooting guide kind of thing, but the most obvious ones, like the power problems I have, that stuff doesn't go by me. I don't goof up on that. That kind of stuff. Because there's so many explanations for why a phone won't work. So they use that to take the phone from me. And then police will just say, oh, his phone doesn't work because his button's no good, or they'll come up with some stupid thing. And what's the thing is, they could turn the phone back on for them. They could have it not work for me, and then once they pick it up, they just turn the jam off. The phone is basically, it's theirs. Catholics build this stuff. So anyway, what you do is you point the reflection at their cameras. Because then when you see, it's just regular people on the street filming me, which they're never going to show those videos, of course. But it's ruining their cover-up, because they're like I said, they're covering up my heart. Not only cover-up, they're trying to set me up. Because Catholics are killing all free people, and they don't quit. So anyway, so if you ever see me with my phone like that, I'm not recording. I never record with the phone. That's the better camera on every phone, so why would you record like that? So what I do is I've been doing like this kind of thing, and it just gives away them filming, which they film. Santa Monica has got thousands of hidden cameras. I'm not joking. I'm not exaggerating. Thousands of hidden cameras in Santa Monica. There's nothing. You cannot come here and do anything without being seen. It is, and especially me. Since I'm not in the cult, wherever I go, everybody films. It doesn't have to be Santa Monica. Everybody out here in LA is mic'd up. All those Catholics. I can go to downtown LA, and one reason they give away these free phones is so they can track you to basically the foot. They know exactly where you're at. And then this computer running stuff out here can coordinate all these people accordingly. It is that good. They have a computer dictating their lives. Think about that for a second. Everything they do, they're being told by a computer. So anybody not in it, the computer is designed to get rid of. And it orchestrates all Catholics to do such. It depends on the person's background. It depends on how many friends they have, how big their family. It's so many factors. And it's the most high-tech computer in the world, more high-tech than any military hardware. Here, I'll give you another little tip for those who don't know. There's a world government. It is in place. It is not... And when I say the UN, that's basically it, sort of, but it's way beyond that. When I say world government, all military hardware is under one leadership, worldwide. There is none of this Russia is going to invade Chechnya or whatever stuff's going on now. Trust me. All that has been taken over long ago. Catholics control the whole planet now. There is a world government, and a computer is running virtually everything now. And out here, traffic in California is all run by a computer. Obviously, free people not in it, the computer works around. So you have to understand. Just think about this for a minute. All all countries are now under one leadership, worldwide. Seriously, not exaggerating one bit. There is not one piece in the world now that is independently owned or run a country. Not anymore. It is all Catholic run now. We have a world government, and all military hardware is under one. But the thing is, they're getting rid of free people. So to keep free people from picking up weapons and fighting Catholics, they have to pretend the enemy's Russia, China, North Korea, and so forth. And that's how the scheme works. As opposed to all these leaders are in this world government. The guy in North Korea is, Putin is, you name it. The guy in China, they're all leaders of that region. And it's all part of a world government. A world Catholic government. They're all taught on the Bible. All these guys, the guy from North Korea, Putin, they're all Catholic, which is the big secret. Catholics swear to keep this secret. So I grew up with Catholics. They swore on their lives not to say anything. Basically, the plan was to get a one world Catholic system, Catholics only. Everybody else was to be gone. Because under the Bible, you either follow the Bible or you're a sinner. If you don't, they kill you. And the Bible even says all this stuff. You can do that. So Catholics are brought up on this stuff. They believe if you don't follow the Bible, you need to die. And they believe it's sacred. They're not fucking changing their opinion or minds. They're not like free people at all. They hate free people. They hate freedom. So everybody here is mic'd up and ranked. They have ranks. So that's what they want the whole planet. Everybody on the planet has to get mic'd up. You have to be ranked, and you have to follow orders your whole life, whether you like it or not, based on people above you. Now, the problem with that is, it's like a pyramid. That's exactly what it is. It's a pyramid. It's like in the back of the dollar bill, you have the pyramid with all the layers. The higher the layers, know more than those below them. So what happens is the higher layers get to lie to those below them, and those people have no idea. So like in my murder cover-up, what's happening in my case, the people at the top are the ones who fucked me over with the most knowledge, and they used a military weapon on me. Now, the people at the lower levels, all Catholics know it was used, but free people have no idea. So people down low are being lied to about what happened to me, and they're using it to, like, they're covering up my murder. So what happens is they're just, if you took a timeline of my life, they're just taking out all these major events and acting like they didn't happen. And then they're going to cover up my murder with, what's left kind of thing. And, of course, they're making up shit as well. But the fact is, they're all mic'd up with hidden cameras. Everybody. I go out here and walk down. Everybody I walk by holds their phone out. And on top of their phone, they have a camera that's filming forward. Or what they'll do is they'll run with the, here, let me go, phone like this, or hold it like this and walk. The phone films forward and backwards behind them. The whole straight line as you're walking. Everybody out here in Santa Monica. And they're all involved. They're all involved basically in my murder. The reason is I'm not Catholic. Not going to be Catholic. Never going to be Catholic. And I don't abide by the Bible. Not only that, if they misinterpret the Bible, which they do all the time, they'll still kill you. They're fucking nuts. But I hate to tell you, guess what? They run the government. They run Hollywood. Catholics run everything. Sports, you name it. And they're all athletes. All athletes are Catholic. They're all mic'd up. And the goal is a one-world Catholic system. And they've pretty much got it. So anyway, if you're a free person, walk around with like your phone doing this. Because if you walk, especially if you're in a city, any free people in the city, all the sidewalk, all intersections you walk through, everybody's filming you. I can assure you, I don't care who you are, Catholics are filming you. So what you do is turn your phone around and watch them, and you will see their reaction to it. Here, I live with them. I know. There's no secret here. They're trying to hide it from what's outside. We all know what's going on here. There's basically back and forth here. Because what they do is they use your phone to hear and record with. This is basically a spying device for them. This is why they give it up for free. They're giving out Fire HDs that cost $150 for free over there at TPSS. You know the Amazon Fire HD? The thing's $150. They're just giving it. The problem is I don't have a hard copy ID, so they wouldn't give me one. I have to get one because they have to play the act like it's not all controlled here. So I can afford to buy one, but I wouldn't want to buy one of those things. I'd choose a phone over a tablet right now in my situation, even though I'm using a tablet to record this. So I'm going to try to get an iPhone. The problem is I don't have an ID on me. I have the paper ID and stuff. I don't know if they'll give me a phone. So I'll try to get an ID, but the thing is, if I get an ID, then do I have to pay for it? Because last time I didn't have to, but all the services are shut down now, so I can't go and get the paperwork, so I don't know if DMV will. They should just say, all right, here, kind of thing. I don't know. So once I get that, I should be able to get an iPhone, because they have an iPhone 11 here. So yeah, for a good price. Like, it depends if you get 7. So if I can go from an iPhone 7 to an 11, that'd be nice. And then I could do guitar and stuff. But anyway, I assure you, Catholics are all mic'd up. In the best defense, if you're a viewer, I'll tell you, you have to see where the video comes from. If the government or media, which is in on it, of course, ever show video of somebody, you need to see the video where it's coming from. Otherwise, you can stage a story on anybody like this, because everybody's mic'd up with the hidden cameras. If you knew that, then the story would be bullshit. But if you don't know that, what they're going to say is the undercover's got to work. And that's not true. Undercover Catholics got to work, you know what I mean? But they're lying. What they're doing is they're hiding what they do and then filming the reaction of the person. So, like in my case, they have the doors shut on me, the buses. Also, they could film counter video to my videos. They've had the buses' doors shut on me. They've had the guy lock me in the bathroom. They're doing all this shit so they could film it and stage a cover-up of who I really am. Like, make it look like I'm some crazy guy. Because I make all these videos where I'm normal-tempered for the most part, except for the assault-type videos. And they have to make it look like I'm schizo. So what they do is they do shit like that and then film me. I get threats all the time. Almost every day I get a threat, some kind of threat. Whether it's a gesture. Since they're all mic'd up with hidden cameras, they do all sorts of... They do arrest threats. They do all sorts of threats. And that stuff I know and they know, but if you don't see it... what they do is they won't show you that angle of the camera shot. They film me with 20 cameras everywhere I go, all around. So what they do is, don't show that angle, because then you could see the guy doing the threat. So don't do that. So what happens is that I get threats, but then the camera they're showing you won't show it. So anyway, you should never, I won't say never, because there's always an exception, ask to see where the video came from and see the video. Especially, I could assure you out here, all videos of me, they also have the video of the person filming me. In every case, it is that thorough here. So any video shown to me, everybody in the video is in this cult. And then it's me. And they're setting me up. So what you have to do is ask to see, say, well, who's filming the video? Let me see it. And they have trust me, they have the video. But they're not going to show that. That is key for you to understand. This is now the weapon of war worldwide. The cell phone and cameras. It is and to them, they're the inventors of cameras out here, the technology, and they believe it's coming from God. It's a higher power. So they're using this as a weapon now. A phone is now the #1 weapon in the world because it's information. This is how you get people to fight a war or not fight a war, is information. So they're fighting the war of information by giving everybody a hidden camera on them, and then they're staging the story around the person with their power, because Catholics control everything now. So so out here, if you don't live by the Bible, you don't get services. And that's the whole plan for the world. If you don't get mic'd up and ranked, you're going to lose everything, including your life. I can't say this enough, and you're going to find out if you don't know this is going on within like 5 years. I said 10 years about 5 years ago. I'd say it's 5 years. Everybody on the planet is going to know what I'm telling you right now is going on. If they don't, I don't know fucking how. Seriously, I don't know how you can not know. All I can say is, if you don't know this is going on, your religious buddies do, and you can ask them, but they're going to lie to you. So you have to use your judgment. So if you have religious buddies who believe in the Bible and you don't, unless they're like not in this cult, which is possible, if they're not Catholic, they might not be mic'd up. Catholics are, because Catholics are strict. And to get into the Catholic family, you have to be, what I'm telling you, you have to get mic'd up, except getting mic'd up and ranked and following orders 24/7 like it's coming from God. So to get in the Catholic, which is the ones mic'd up. So could be people who are religious out there, of course, who read the Bible who are in this cult. That's definitely, I'm sure that's the case. But not here in Santa Monica. It is strict Catholic. They're all mic'd up, and there's no exceptions except for this guy here. The only reason I'm an exception is because of who my family's related to out here. And they're related to the people running things, which is why they're going through so much trouble to cover up my murder. And it appears my family got $5 million apiece. $5 million apiece to keep their fucking mouth shut. Unbelievable. My money. I got my family rich because I outed them in the Easter conversation with my sister. And now they're rich. They got my money, that was partial my money with all my money, of course. That's why they pay them. because mine would have been more expensive, to say the least. Anyway, so yeah, just think about it. Just, anybody who knew me, you think I'd be on the street if I was fine? Come on now. I'm in California. I would be even if it was all Catholic here and I didn't like them, I'd still be trying to do something. You know, like it's because I'm badly injured. I'm terminal. I'm gonna die, and they don't want me to get to the terminal part. They're just trying to set me up or to cover it up, where I don't make that. So, and so forth. I can assure you, I live with them, and I'll tell you more. So anybody in the cult can't have anything to do with you unless they're told that they can. So out here, since the computer's running it all, everybody's interaction with each other is decided by the computer and leadership. So I can't walk by anybody who isn't pre-planned to walk by me. That's how it is out here. Unless I deviate from my path and I have to pretty much get rid of the phone or something, where it's harder to track me, then I could kind of have that happen. But so if you didn't know, in the future, you cannot have interaction with anybody you're not allowed to. And you can't come out to the beach in California on your own will anymore. That's going to change. Here, everybody's told when they can come to the beach. They're told when they leave. Now, you have to understand, Catholics think this is coming from God, so they follow. They don't question it. They believe they were put on here on this planet to serve what they believe is God, the Catholic Church. And the Catholic Church now has a computer running everything. It is the highest technology. These little phones are peanuts. These are basically parts of the computer that everybody gets to have, which is why they're giving away phones now, to get everybody in an organized society worldwide. That's what phones are for. They're basically little pieces of that massive computer, in a sense. The computer takes all that information from everybody's phone, goes into the computer, everybody's got a profile, and everything you do on your phone or your computer is recorded and put into a file. So if you didn't know that, there's no privacy anymore. And Catholics don't believe in privacy. They have hidden cameras in the bathrooms here, but they're not going to admit that. They might admit to some kind of thing, like, oh, we brought it, but they're not going to admit the fact that they have stationary cameras in these bathrooms. I'm talking when you're going to the bathroom, inside, but they're hidden. There's no secrecy out here. So everybody now, I can assure you, you're recorded 24, like on your phone all the time, and it's logged. Because if you violate the Bible, you're done. And so they watch you on your phone and whatever. It is that massive. They have that massive of infrastructure where everybody, especially free people, they're going through free people and finding out who qualifies for this and who doesn't. And if you violate the Bible, you don't. That's the rules. The Bible is, so if you never read the Bible, I suggest you get one real quick and start reading it. You may not agree with it, which I don't. But it is the survival guide for you. If you want to survive, you're going to have to at least know what's going on. And it'll help you know what's going on. So, that's what's going on. The news is hiding all this. The news is Catholic. Basically, Catholics are all mic'd up. They get fed instructions. They don't get news. The news is for free people, to fool them of what's going on in the world. And what's going on in the world is there is now a world government, and all military hardware is under this world government. There's not any more military conflicts. It's over. Except for maybe pockets of resistance of free people who are fighting in other parts of the world. Definitely. That's definitely happening. But most of those people have been wiped out. Catholics have now taken over the fucking world. It is unbelievable. And it's well hidden. Just think about it. You have to rely on the news to tell you what's going on in the rest of the world if you don't travel abroad, which most people don't. And the people who do, most of them, are in this cult, so they know what's going on. Anyway, long enough video. I'll try to get an iPhone. If for some reason that can't happen, then I'm going to look into like a Samsung Galaxy. Now, I won't be able to do the guitar on that, but at least I'll be able to make videos that are decent quality and until I can get an iPhone, which maybe another month or two after that. We'll see. It depends. It's all up to them. It's all controlled here. And then when my phones get shut off, they don't charge, it's all them doing it. They control all electronics out here. And it's not hard. All it is you put a software in the phone and an update. And then you can make anybody's phone do whatever you want to do. That's what they're doing. So, okay. All right. I'll post this on Facebook. So take care, guys.